Hello students, myself Dr. Divya Haridas. Today we are going to learn about sources of energy. All of us require food for growth and development of body. Even different vehicles such as car, bus, automobiles such as plane, trucks, they require fuel. So what is so important about this fuel? Even for cooking food, we require fuel. So the important part about fuel is the energy. Without energy, we cannot do anything. From the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep at night, energy plays an important role in your life. Energy is important in everyone's life, whether you notice it or not. Without sufficient energy, people face difficulties during their day-to-day work. All forms of energy, including solar energy, light energy, mechanical energy, nuclear energy, and the energy of our body are important to us. So before going into detail, let me tell you the major objectives of this chapter that we are going to learn. The major objectives are: first, we'll define energy and list various forms of energy. Then we'll try to identify conventional and non-conventional sources of energy which are used in India. We are going to distinguish between renewable and non-renewable sources of energy. We are going to describe various types of sources of energy. Energy is a very common word frequently used in our day-to-day life. Energy plays a very important role in our lives, providing comfort, increasing productivity, and allowing us to live the way we want to. Since the beginning of mankind, we have made use of wood, water, fossil fuels as a means of heating and making machines work. Almost for all types of activities, we rely on one or another form of energy. There are different types or the sources of energy. When you work for considerable time, you get tired and at times feel hungry. This shows that something from your body has been exhausted which you need to replenish. This something is called energy. Living beings need food and machines need fuel to work. Food and fuel are the sources of energy. So, how will we define energy? Energy is defined as the ability to do work. We require energy for all types of activities, including the activities within our body, with our body, and with other bodies. Let us discuss different forms of energy. Energy is found in different forms such as mechanical energy, electrical energy, thermal energy, sound energy, magnetic energy, light energy, and nuclear energy. Let's discuss the different types of different sources of energy. Conventionally, we are using wood, other forms of biomass and fossil fuels for our energy needs. These sources are exhaustible and cause pollution. Energy from the sun, wind, and water was also in use since a very long time. These energy forms are inexhaustible and do not cause pollution. Thus, we find that energy resources are of two types. There are non-renewable resources of energy and renewable resources of energy. Let's discuss in detail the non-renewable resources of energy. Fossil fuels. Oil, petroleum, and natural gas are developed in Earth's crust from deeply buried biomass under very high pressure and temperature in millions of years. We are consuming these fuels at a very fast rate. Because these cannot be regenerated at the rate we are consuming them, they are called non-renewable resources of energy. Fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and natural gas are important non-renewable resources of energy. Since the beginning of mankind, we have been using fossil fuels to generate heat, light, and electricity for various purposes. These are the primary sources for generating electrical energy in the world today. Over 85% of our energy demands are met by the combustion of fossil fuels. Coal. Coal is formed through a process called coalification. Coal is made up of decomposed plant matter in conditions of high temperature and pressure, though it takes a relatively shorter amount of time to form. Coal is not a uniform substance either. Its composition varies from deposit to deposit. There are different types of coal such as peat, lignite, subbituminous, and bituminous. As you can see on the screen, that peat is the first kind of coal which is merely a mass of dead and decomposing plant matter. Peat has been used as a fuel in the past as an alternative to wood. After this, the peat becomes lignite. Lignite is a brownish rock that contains recognizable plant matter and has a relatively low calorific value. Lignite is basically the halfway point from peat to coal. The next phase is subbituminous, which is shade of dull black with very little visible plant matter. This type of coal has a less than ideal calorific value. Bituminous coal is the best quality of coal. It is jet black, very dense and brittle. This type of coal has high calorific value. We get electrical energy from coal by means of coal power plants. These power plants first burn the coal in large furnaces, creating tremendous amount of energy. This heat is used to boil water in boilers so as to convert it into the steam. You can see in the screen that when the steam expands, it causes pressure to increase the boiler. A steam turbine is placed at the exit of the boiler so that the moving steam rotates the turbine. In this process, the energy from the moving steam gets converted into mechanical energy. The rotating turbine is used to spin a magnet inside a power generator. This generator is a large electromagnet that encases the spinning magnet. In this way, the electricity is generated, and so generated electricity is then sent to the national power grid from where it is distributed in different areas. This can be easily seen on the picture given on the screen. Now let's discuss about the natural gas. Natural gas is another major source of energy in our country. Oil and gas fields have been found everywhere on the planet except on the continent of Antarctica. Methane is a common gas found in swamps and is also the byproduct of animal digestive system. Although natural gas is a fossil fuel, it is cleaner burning than gasoline but does produce carbon dioxide, the main greenhouse gas. Like petroleum and diesel, natural gas is also a finite source, though available in larger quantities than the former. Students, now let's discuss the various advantages of energy from fossil fuels. Energy generation is relatively cost-effective and easy in the case of energy generation from fossil fuel. It has a very high calorific value. It can generate huge amount of electricity at one location. Even the transportation is easier and safer. The construction of power plant is technological wise much simpler. But there are major disadvantages which are associated with fossil fuels. The combustion of fossil fuels generate a lot of toxic gases. Supply of fossil fuel is limited and cannot be replenished. The extraction of fossil fuels endangers the environmental balance. Mining of fossil fuel is difficult and dangerous. Now let us discuss another form of energy, again a non-renewable resource of energy, which is nuclear energy. Here we are going to extract the energy from the atom. The atoms of a few elements such as radium and uranium act as a natural source of energy. Large amount of energy is stored in the nucleus of every atom. The energy stored in the nucleus of atom can be released by breaking a heavy nucleus such as uranium into two lighter nuclei. This can be seen on the screen. The splitting of the nucleus of an atom into fragments that are roughly equal in mass with the release of energy is called nuclear fission. When a free neutron strikes uranium-235 nucleus at a correct speed, it gets absorbed. A uranium-235 nucleus, on absorbing a neutron, becomes highly unstable and split into nuclei of smaller atoms, releasing huge amount of energy in the process. During this process, a few neutrons are also released. These neutrons split other nuclei of uranium-235. As you can see, the reaction continues rapidly and is known as the chain reaction. In this process, a large amount of energy is released. This energy is used for boiling water till it becomes steam. Steam, so generated, is used to drive the turbine, which helps in generating electrical energy. There are various uses of nuclear energy. The energy is produced in a nuclear reactor. It can be harnessed to produce electricity. Nuclear energy is also being used to power submarines and ships. Radioisotopes obtained as byproduct in nuclear reactions can be used in medicines, agriculture and research. But there are hazards which are linked with nuclear energy. In the process of producing nuclear energy, harmful nuclear radiations may get accidentally leaked or released, which can penetrate human bodies and cause irreparable damage to cells, as it happened in 3 Mile Island, USA, and Chernobyl, Russia. Another problem is the disposal of harmful radiant wastes, mainly spent fuels, which are produced in the fission process. Students, let's summarize what we have learned so far. All the processes which are taking place on the earth require energy, and energy is the ability to do work. Without energy, you cannot do your work efficiently. We have divided this energy or this form of energy or sources of energy into many forms, such as electrical energy, thermal energy, magnetic energy, and so on. But broadly, we've classified energy into 2 categories. One, renewable resources of energy, and another non-renewable resources of energy. In this chapter, we have covered only the non-renewable resources of energy. First, we have discussed the coal and petroleum products, which are the fossil fuels. Coal and petroleum are fossil fuels, and presently they are the main sources of energy in any country, including India. We've already discussed that how coal has been formed. It has 4 different segments where the coal has been formed, but it takes many years to form coal. There are many advantages and disadvantages which are associated with using such fossil fuels because they cause environmental pollution, so it is basically very hazardous. And also, this cannot be replenished. That is a basic problem with using coal or any other such fossil fuels. Even the natural gas is a cleaner option. It is much better in comparison to coal or using such fossil fuels. But yes, replenishing natural gas is also another major hurdle that needs to be tackled. The third form of energy which I have described is nuclear energy. Nuclear energy is a better form of energy and it gives a cleaner fuel. But the problem with nuclear energy is that it is very difficult to control this type of energy. We have discussed fission in detail. Fission is a process of splitting up the nucleus of heavy atom into fragments of roughly of equal masses. Huge amount of energy is released in the process of nuclear fission, where the missing mass gets converted into energy. At the end, we've discussed all the forms of non-renewable resources of energy, and then we've come to the conclusion that there is a need of going to renewable resources of energy. Students, we have explained non-renewable resources of energy in this chapter, though they are very useful in day-to-day life and they are much in demand, not only in India but also in other countries as well. But the major problem with using non-renewable resources of energy is that they cannot be replenished. So, in my next chapter, I am going to introduce you about renewable resources of energy. Thank you so very much.